Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to speak English, but your mouth stops working? Your brain goes blank? You want to speak, but no words come out? You feel embarrassed. You feel like something is blocking you. I know that feeling because I lived it. For years I wanted to speak English. I studied. I learned words. I watched videos. I knew the grammar rules. But when it was time to speak, I froze. Nothing came out. My tongue felt heavy. My mind felt empty. I got stuck. Have you felt this? You're not alone. Many learners feel this. Even after months or years of studying, that stuck feeling is the #1 reason people quit. But let me tell you something important. You don't have to stay stuck. You can break this wall. You can feel free when you speak. You can speak English with confidence, with flow, with joy. Even if you make mistakes. Even if your grammar isn't perfect. How? That's what this video is about. I'm going to show you how I stopped getting stuck, and how you can do it too, not by memorizing big words, not by being perfect, but by changing how you think, how you practice, and how you speak. It's not hard, but it does take courage, and it starts today. So don't click away. Don't scroll. Stay with me till the end, because this might be the video that finally sets you free. Let's begin. Chapter 1. I stopped trying to speak. Perfect. English. Let me tell you the truth. I didn't start speaking English fluently because I studied more grammar. I started speaking fluently when I gave myself permission to be wrong. Yes, I stopped trying to speak perfect English, and that's when I started to speak at all. For a long time, I was silent. I had ideas in my mind. I knew the words. I wanted to speak, but every time I opened my mouth, I froze. What if I make a mistake? What if someone laughs? What if I say something wrong and they don't understand me? That fear controlled me. In my head, I would say, is this sentence correct? Should I use past tense here? Do I need a or the? And by the time I finished thinking, the moment was gone. People had already moved on. The conversation had passed. I missed my chance. Again. And I felt bad. I felt small. I told myself, maybe I'm not good at English. Maybe I'll never speak like others. But one day, something changed. I was watching a video. A man said, "Fluency does not mean perfection. Fluency means flow." That one sentence hit my heart. Flow, not perfection. Just flow. I thought, when a child speaks their first words, do they care about grammar? No. They speak with joy, with confidence, with mistakes. And we still understand them. We still smile. So why was I trying to be perfect? That day, I made a decision. I would stop chasing perfect English. I would chase real English, living English, broken English, brave English. From that moment, I gave myself a challenge. Every day, I would speak English. Not perfect English, just English. I would say one small sentence, even if it had a mistake. I go to market now. Not perfect, but clear. And most important, I said it. Then I would say 2 sentences, then 3. I started to feel less afraid. I started to feel free. Of course, I still made mistakes. Sometimes people corrected me. Sometimes I felt a little shy. But guess what? Nobody died. Nobody shouted. The world didn't end. And even better, people understood me. Even with broken English, they understood. Because communication is not about perfect grammar. It's about connection. It's about courage. Let me tell you a small story. I once met a tourist from another country. He spoke English very badly. But he smiled. He used hand movements. He said things like, "You help me find food?" Very simple. Very broken. But I understood him. And more than that, I liked him. Because he tried. He didn't care about mistakes. He cared about speaking. That's when I understood something powerful. People don't remember your grammar. They remember your courage. They remember your energy. They remember your smile. They remember how you made them feel. So if you want to speak English, let go of the need to be perfect. Perfection is a prison. Freedom begins when you say, "I give myself permission to be wrong." Start speaking broken English. Start speaking baby English. It's not shameful. It's smart. Because every fluent speaker started as a broken speaker. Nobody is born fluent. Even I, the person speaking to you now, started with small words, wrong sentences, awkward moments. But I kept going. I said things like, "I want water." "Me go school." "Today I no work." Were those correct? No. But they were brave. And brave is more important than perfect. So today, I want you to remember this. Mistakes are part of the journey. They are your friends. They are your teachers. If you speak one wrong sentence today, that's good. That means you are trying. That means you are growing. That means you are moving forward. So let's make a promise today. Not to be perfect, but to be consistent. To speak every day, no matter how broken. To keep going, even if it's slow. To smile at our mistakes and keep speaking. Because when you stop trying to be perfect, you finally start speaking real English. And that's the English the world wants to hear. Chapter 2. I practice with my own voice. Every day. Let me tell you something many English learners don't realize. You don't need a partner to practice speaking. You don't need a native speaker. You don't need a classroom or a teacher. You already have the best practice partner in the world. Your own voice. Yes. That's how I trained myself. That's how I became confident in speaking English. I practiced with myself every single day. Let me tell you how it started. One day, I was walking alone on a quiet street. No noise, no people around, just the sky, the trees, and me. And I thought, maybe I can speak English right now. Just practice. No pressure. So I said out loud, "It's a nice day." Then I said, "I'm walking to the store." Then, "I feel peaceful." And something happened. For the first time, I felt comfortable. No fear, no judgment. I wasn't scared of mistakes because no one was listening. It felt good. It felt safe. So I started doing it more. During my evening walks, in my room, in the shower, while cooking, before sleeping. I just started talking to myself in English. Not long speeches, just small, simple, daily sentences. Like, "I'm hungry. I will watch a movie. I don't like this weather. I want to sleep early today." Little sentences, real thoughts. And slowly, my brain got used to English. My mouth got used to English. My heart felt more free. At first, it felt strange. Talking to myself in English. But then I realized this is training, like going to the gym. Each sentence was a push-up for my voice. Some days I stood in front of a mirror. I looked at myself and said, "Hello, how are you?" "I'm fine, thank you." "And you?" Then I practiced a small conversation, just with myself. It was funny, but it worked. Why? Because my brain was hearing English. My ears were getting used to my own English sound. My mouth was learning the rhythm. And best of all, I was building confidence. Then I started using my phone. I opened the voice recorder app. I pressed record, and I spoke. Sometimes I told a short story. Today I woke up late. I ate eggs. I went to work. Simple. Then I listened to it, and I smiled. Hey, that's me, speaking English. Some recordings were bad. I made mistakes, but some were good. And little by little, I improved. I started doing something else too. It's called shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to a native speaker and repeat after them. Exactly like an actor. You copy their words, their tone, their speed. I used YouTube videos, short clips, easy English. I would play one sentence, pause, then repeat it. Again and again. At first, I sounded slow. Then I sounded better. Then I started feeling fluent. Because I was training like a speaker, not just a student. I wasn't just learning words, I was using them. And this is the magic. When you speak alone every day, your fear starts to die. Your brain says, "Okay, we do this every day, no big deal." Your voice becomes familiar. You stop judging yourself. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. You stop waiting for someone to practice with. You just speak. And the best part? You can do it anywhere. While brushing your teeth, while washing dishes, while looking in the mirror, even while walking with headphones. People will think you're on a call. No one will know you're actually building your English brain. No one will see you turning into a confident speaker. But you will know. because every small sentence you speak is one brick in your fluency wall. So here's what I want you to do. Start today, right now. Say one sentence in English, out loud. Say, I'm learning. Say, this is my time. Say, I believe in myself. Then tomorrow, say 2 sentences. Next week, try recording yourself. Try shadowing 1 short video. And keep going. Every day. No pressure, no fear. Just you, your voice, your journey. You don't need a classroom. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need a speaking partner. You just need your own voice and the courage to use it. Chapter 3. I learned to think in English, slowly and naturally. There was a time when I knew English words. I knew grammar rules. I understood basic sentences. But when it was time to speak, I still got stuck. Why? Because I was doing something that almost every learner does. I was translating in my head. Every sentence started in my native language. Then I tried to change it into English, word by word, slowly, nervously. And by the time I finished, the conversation was already over. I thought I was learning, but really, I was building a wall between my brain and my mouth. Let me explain. When you try to translate every word, your brain has to do double the work. First, it finds the word in your language. Then it looks for the English word. Then it checks if the grammar is correct. Then it worries, is this sentence okay? And finally, you try to speak. Too slow, too heavy, too stressful. That's when I realized, to speak English freely, I have to think in English. But how? It didn't happen in one day. It was slow. It was natural. And it was simple. Let me show you how I did it, step by step. First, I started with daily thoughts. Not big ones, not complex ones, just simple things I see and do. I would look around and say in my mind, this is a cup. I'm drinking tea. The window is open. I feel tired. That's it. Easy English. No pressure. In the beginning, I still heard my native language in my head. I would say the sentence inside in my language, then try to change it. But I didn't fight it. I didn't get angry. I just kept trying. I kept feeding my brain small English thoughts. One sentence here, one word there. Then I started doing it more during my daily life. While brushing my teeth, I thought, I am brushing. The water is cold. While walking, I thought, there is a tree. I like this road. I see a dog. No one heard me. But I was training my brain, not with grammar books, not with big vocabulary, just thinking simply in English, again and again. Then something amazing happened. One day, I saw a dog on the street, and the first thought in my mind was, that's a cute dog. In English. No translation. Just English. Direct, natural, automatic. That's when I knew it was working. My brain was changing. Later, I tried something new. I started dreaming in English. At night, before I slept, I would say a few English thoughts. Like, today was a good day. I want to sleep now. I will learn more tomorrow. Small bedtime thoughts. And slowly, my dreams started to include English. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when I woke up, I smiled because I knew English was becoming my home language in my brain. It didn't matter that I wasn't perfect. It didn't matter that I didn't use big words. What mattered was this. English was no longer a school subject. It was a part of me. That's what I want for you. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to memorize the dictionary. You just need to practice thinking in simple English every single day. Here's how you can start. Pick 5 objects around you. Name them in English. Chair, phone, table, book, fan. Make small sentences in your mind about your actions. I am sitting. I am eating. I feel cold. Stop translating full sentences. Start with words. Build slowly. Talk to yourself in your mind during small moments. While walking, waiting, cooking. Before sleep, whisper 1 or 2 sentences about your day. In English. Smile at your progress. Don't worry if it's not fast. It's growing. Your brain is like a garden. If you plant English thoughts every day, one day it becomes full of flowers, full of voice, full of confidence. That's how I learned to think in English. Not in a classroom, not with pressure, but slowly and naturally. And if I can do it, you can too. Chapter 4. I use emotion, not just words. For many years, English felt like a school subject. Just rules, just exams, just vocabulary lists. No feeling, no soul. But language is not just words. It's not just grammar. It's emotion. Real emotion. Real life. And when I finally understood that, something inside me changed. I still remember the moment. I was sitting alone after a long day. I felt tired, a little sad, and without thinking, I whispered to myself, I miss my mom. 3 simple words. But those words felt true. They felt real. And for the first time, English didn't feel like homework. It felt like a voice. My voice. That's when everything changed. I stopped focusing on fancy words. I stopped worrying about sounding smart. I started using English to say what I feel. Like, I'm happy today. I feel nervous. I'm a little angry. I love this song. I don't know what to do. These are small sentences, but they are powerful because they come from the heart. And that's what English really is. Not just a tool for travel, not just a skill for jobs, but a way to share your feelings with the world. I started practicing emotion every day. Sometimes I would wake up and ask myself, how do I feel today? Then I would answer in English. I feel sleepy. I feel excited. I feel calm. Even when I was alone, I would say my emotions out loud, while walking, while cooking, while looking at the sky. I said things like, I feel grateful. I feel strong today. I feel a little lonely. And slowly, I felt more connected to English, because now it was not something outside of me. It was something inside me. Let me tell you something beautiful. Emotion makes your English easier. When you speak from the heart, you don't think too much about grammar. You don't get stuck. You speak like a human and not like a robot. You speak with life. Even if your words are simple, people will feel them. Try this with me now. Say, I'm proud of myself. Say it slowly. Feel it. Now say, I feel a little scared. Take a breath. Now say, I'm doing my best. Feels different, right? That's emotion. And that's the English people remember. Not big words, not perfect sentences, but feeling. One time I was talking to a friend. My English was not perfect. I said, I not feel okay today. Grammatically wrong, but she understood. She said, it's okay. I'm here for you. We had a deep conversation with broken English because emotion was there. So if you're scared to speak, if you feel stuck, start with what you feel. Use your heart, not just your brain. Say things like, I feel shy. I want to improve. I'm trying my best. I'm proud of myself. I made a mistake, but it's okay. These are the sentences that make you human. They connect you with others. They connect you with yourself. And they give power to your voice. Your goal is not to sound like a dictionary. Your goal is to sound like you. And you are full of stories, full of feelings, full of life. Use English to tell that, even if it's simple, even if it's small, even if it's slow. Speak from your heart, and your words will touch others, even if you make mistakes. So from today, start practicing emotion. Every morning say, how do I feel? And answer in English. Say one sentence. That's enough. Then 2. Then 3. You'll start to feel different. You'll start to feel stronger. Because you're not just learning a language. You're learning to express yourself. And that, my friend, is the real reason to learn English. Not just to speak, but to feel. And to help the world feel with you. Chapter 5. I copy first. Then I create. When I started learning English, I thought I had to be original. I thought I had to create my own sentences, use my own words, sound smart. But every time I tried, I froze. I didn't know how to start. I didn't know what to say. I was trying to build a house without bricks. I was trying to sing a song I never heard before. Then I looked at how babies learn to speak. Do they start with new ideas? Do they make their own sentences? No. They copy. They hear the same sentence again and again. They repeat it. They copy their parents, their siblings, even the TV. They say the same words hundreds of times. That's how they learn. And that's how I learned too. I gave up the idea of being original. I gave up trying to be creative. I said, let me copy first. Let me follow. Let me repeat. And that decision changed everything. I started with simple YouTube videos, short ones, native speakers having easy conversations. I would listen to one sentence, pause, repeat it, try to copy the tone, the rhythm, the pauses. If they said, "I'm going to the store," I said the same. Not my version, not a translation. The exact same sentence, the same speed, the same feeling. This is called shadowing, and it became my superpower. At first I felt silly. I sounded slow. I couldn't match their voice. But I kept going. Every day I picked 2 or 3 minutes of video. I listened. I copied. I said it out loud, again and again. Slowly I started to sound smoother. I started to feel the flow of English. Because when you copy, you start to understand the music of the language. Not just the words, but the rhythm. Not just the grammar, but the emotion. I copied greetings. "Hey, how's it going?" "I'm doing great, thanks." I copied reactions. "Really? Wow, that's awesome. You're kidding." I copied TV shows. I repeated their lines. I laughed when they laughed. I cried when they cried. And somewhere in that process, something beautiful happened. I started to find my own voice in English. At first I was just copying. Then slowly I started to feel confident. I could change the sentence, add a word, make it my own. Like this. I copied. "I'm going to the park." Then I created, "I'm going to the market." Then, "I'm going to meet my friend at the market." It grew, naturally, without pressure, because the base was strong, and I had strong bricks. Copied bricks, but strong. And soon, I didn't need to copy every word. I just needed to hear English every day. And my brain started to build sentences automatically. Here's what I learned. Copying is not cheating. Copying is learning. Think of artists. They copy old paintings to learn technique. Musicians copy old songs to learn melody. Writers read great books to learn style. So why can't we copy to learn speaking? It's smart, it's natural, and it works. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one short English video. Something simple, something fun, maybe a scene from a TV show, maybe a YouTube conversation, maybe a daily English lesson. Play one sentence, pause, repeat, out loud, match the sound, match the feeling, then go to the next sentence. Do it again. You can do this for 2 minutes a day. That's enough. Make it a daily habit, like brushing your teeth, because every sentence you copy becomes part of your voice. Every line you repeat becomes part of your brain, and soon you'll stop copying. You'll start creating, without thinking, without fear, because your English voice will be ready. So don't wait to be original. Be a copycat first. Then, be a creator. That's how I did it. And if you follow this path, your voice will come too. Chapter 6. I turn small moments into English moments. People always ask me, how much time should I study English every day? Do I need to take a class? Should I study 1 hour a day? My answer is always the same. You don't need big time. You need small moments, used well. When I was learning English, I didn't have time for long lessons. I had work. I had responsibilities. I had a busy life. But what I did have was small windows of time, little moments. 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there. And I decided, I will turn these small moments into English moments. Let me show you how I did it. When I was cooking, I would speak in English. I need onions. Now I'm cutting tomatoes. I'm cooking rice. Just small sentences. But they were real. They were now. No textbook, no grammar book, just life and English. When I was walking to the store, I spoke quietly to myself. The sun is hot today. I forgot my list. I want to buy fruit. Sometimes I didn't even say the words out loud. I just thought them in English. That was still practice. That was still speaking. When I waited at the bus stop, I didn't scroll my phone. I looked around and practiced. That man has a red shirt. The bus is late. I feel tired today. So simple, so small, but so powerful. Why? Because I was training my brain, not once a week, not during a big study session, but many times a day. You see, your brain loves repetition. It learns faster when you give it small doses of English, again and again. If you study 1 hour on Sunday and nothing all week, your brain forgets. But if you speak 2 minutes 5 times a day, your brain says, "Ah, English is important. Let's keep it." That's how I built my fluency. I didn't wait for perfect time. I used what I had. I used small moments, because small moments are always around us. While brushing my teeth, I'm brushing my teeth. My toothpaste is minty. I need a new toothbrush. While getting dressed, I'll wear the blue shirt. These pants are too tight. I can't find my socks. While doing dishes, this plate is dirty. I hate washing dishes. I wish I had a dishwasher. These are real thoughts, real emotions, real practice. And guess what? This kind of English sticks because it connects to your life. It's not just theory. It's not just study. It's living English. I even used alarms on my phone. Every 3 hours, my phone would remind me, speak 1 sentence in English. Just 1. Sometimes I said, I'm hungry. I feel bored. I'm working now. Other times I said more, I'm excited for the weekend. I miss my friend. I don't want to do this right now. Easy, real, honest, no grammar check, no fear, just me, my voice, and 1 small English moment. And here's the truth. These small moments made me fluent. Not perfect, not fast, but free. Because fluency is not about big words. It's about being able to express your life, your daily, simple, human life. So I stopped chasing long lessons. I started chasing small moments. While waiting, while walking, while eating, while thinking. And English became part of my daily rhythm. Like breathing, like walking, like drinking water. And now, when I speak, it feels natural. It feels easy. Because I didn't just learn English, I lived English. That's what I want for you. So don't wait for 1 big hour. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for a class. Start now. This moment. Look around you. What do you see? Say it in English. How do you feel? Say it in English. Use this moment, this exact moment, as your practice. Because this is your classroom, your kitchen, your street, your mirror, your phone, your thoughts, your life. It's all English practice, if you choose to make it so. So speak while cooking, speak while walking, speak while resting, speak while living. Make English your habit. Make it your daily friend. Make it part of your breath. That's how you turn small moments into big progress. That's how I did it. And now, it's your turn. Now it's your turn. This video gave you real steps, not magic, not tricks, just honest, powerful habits that helped me speak English. And they can help you too. But remember this, steps only work if you walk. So don't just scroll to the next video. Do something brave right now. Write one small sentence in the comments in English. Say, I'm learning. Say, I want to speak. Say, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. Even just one word is okay. This is your practice. This is your step. And I will read it. I will support you. I will cheer for you. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss the next chapter in your English journey. Because you're not alone. Because I believe in you. Because your English doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. Speak now. Your voice matters, and the world is waiting to hear it.